North Carolina Tar Heels are taking on the #1 Clemson Tigers for the ACC championship game. We're welcoming back NCAA football analyst Joe Gavazzi. Joe really likes North Carolina plus the 5 here, and I'm interested to see his breakdown. Again, this is Joe Gavazzi, the same guy that is just consistently producing, all right, and never looking in the rearview mirror. Last night, a big win in the NFL, but again, we don't look backwards. Joe, this is an interesting matchup. North Carolina's playing fantastic ball. Clemson's defense is what it used to be, so I'm anxious to hear your breakdown on this ACC championship game.
We're going to call this one with Need You Bleed, and many teams proved that last week, as is so often the case as the regular season of college football winds down. Teams that must win have trouble winning. Just a lot of pressure, and nobody will have more pressure this week than the 11-0 straight up, 12-0 straight up Clemson Tigers, who have faltered badly down the stretch since being anointed #1. In fact, they failed to beat a point spread, allowing 24 points a game the last 4 games, as opposed to only 15 points a game previous to that, and are really not playing the same kind of intensity-filled ball that they had the previous 8 games in the season. On the other side of the field is a North Carolina team who is coming hard. Now, interesting sidelight to this game is that despite the fact that North Carolina has won 11 straight games, their only loss of the season came on this field when quarterback Marquise Williams threw 3 red zone interceptions against South Carolina, and the Tar Heels went down to defeat. Since then, they've reeled off 11 straight, including a big one for us last week, as most of you know. And we look for them to use that momentum to come in here and, with plenty of motivation, upset #1 Clemson. I like North Carolina. They have an improved defense immensely, with Chizik now in charge rather than the 39 points per game they allowed last year, and great offensive ball as well. North Carolina to win this one outright.
Yeah, Joe, outright. I like that. Chizik has done a wonderful job in turning that defense around. And, you know, there's a part of me that says, hey, maybe Clemson had its wake-up game last week when South Carolina, who the week before lost outright to Citadel, absolutely gave Clemson fits. And you're right, they have not been covering big spreads. I just don't know. I want to jump on board with you, Joe, because you never steer me wrong, and I'm probably at the end of the day, that's what I'm going to do. There's a part of me that says maybe Deshaun Watson will explode in this game, and North Carolina may be exposed somewhere in that defensive secondary. But I don't know. After spending time with you again, you've done it, Joe. You've put some wisdom into me about this team, and especially what happened last year on this field. So I'm not going to say I'm jumping on board 100%, but I love the breakdown. And Joe, thanks for being with us. We look forward to talking to you again soon. Viewers, take North Carolina plus the 5. Joe Gavazzi's even thinking an outright win in the ACC championship game. Have a great day, Joe.
Thank you, Mike. Nice to be with you guys, the SBR video team, and of course you guys out there. Let's keep it rolling.